Okay, so it's time to go to D, exam 3D. Here we go. Math 108, spring 21, exam 3. Exam 3 review. D, we're doing problem number 8. Okay, here comes the data. The data is as follows. It's 32, 35, 36, 36, 29, 33, 41. Now Alex has a button right underneath that that says send data to calculator. Send data to calculator. You click on that, then obviously that's exactly what that will do. Right? It's a button. You click on it and it'll send it to the calculator. Once it gets to the calculator, then there's a button in there that says sort, and the sort button, if you click on that, that will get it all in order, right? So what'll happen if you get it to sort, you'll get it, it'll be put in order, and you'll get it this, it'll say 29 on your calculator. It'll say 29, 32, 33, because it's going in order, in ascending order, of course, from smallest to biggest. 33, 35, 36, 30, how much? 36 and 36. One second. Oh, so I'm sorry. There was another. How many? There was another piece of data in here. Another 36. Okay. So sorry about that. That's the full data. So now it's in ascending order. Ascending order. Not missing anything out. Right. So one. Do we have that right? And oh, one more. I'm sorry I'm making these mistakes, but there's one more. 41. Right. 41. I can't miss that. Right. Okay. 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now I got it right. Right. That's the raw data up here. Send it to calculator, goes to calculator. You do the sort, it'll put it in ascending order. Here it is in ascending order, and it's correct. Thankfully, there's no mistakes on that you can see on this video here. Okay, now here's question number A. What is the median? What is the median? So the median is the number smack in the middle of the data, but here there's 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's an even number of data items. So you have to take the middle 2. What do you do with the middle 2 to get the median? By the way, they want it rounded to 1 decimal. Okay. What do you do with the middle 2? What you do with the middle 2 is you add them, 35 plus 36, and divide by 2. What do you get? You get, when you add the 2 together, you get 71 over 2, which is equal to 35.5. 35.5. There's nothing else to do. There is your median, and that part of the problem is done. Okay, now we have a little more tedious problem with 8b. We're supposed to find the mean, also known as the average. Okay, so that's round to 1 decimal. Again, round to 1 decimal. Now, round to 1 decimal. Fine. What do we got to do? Let me pick up this thing here. Pick up the paper. What do we have to do? Let me cordon off A and B from each other so that there's no mix-up. And now with the mean, we have to take all the data items, which are 29, 32, 33, and you do this on your calculator. 33, you go to your calculator, and you're going to add them all up. 29, 32, 33, 35, add them all up. 35, 3 36s, 3 36, 36, 36, 3 of them, then a 41. Add them all up, and if I got it correct, it's 278. Right? We want the average, right? So we added up all the data items. 278. How many data items are there? There's 8. So you take the 278 and divide by 8. And don't forget, we're supposed to round to 1 decimal. So it turns into, if I got this correctly, 34.8. You use a calculator. You shouldn't be making any mistakes. Hopefully I didn't make a mistake here. It is 34.8. That is B, the average. There's one last one as part of 8C. What do they want? They want you to pick one of these buttons. Are there 0 modes? There's no modes at all. Is there 1 mode? Is there 2 modes? Those are the 3 buttons, and you're supposed to pick one of them. Answer, there's 1 mode. What mode is that? 36. It appears 3 times. Nobody even matches it anywhere near it. 3 times. So there is 1 mode. That's the way you pick that. This is not the case of 0 modes and not a case of 2 modes. There's 1 mode, and there one more thing about that mode. What is the value of that mode? The answer is 36. So that is the last part of 8, which is 8C. Okay, obviously no more piece of paper there. Let's go to a new piece of paper, which we absolutely have to do. Clean piece of paper. And we are up to 9. Here we go with 9. 9. All right, so now houses are being sold. All right, that's the table they're about to give us now. Okay, now it takes the selling time it takes in days from the time that it gets listed or it's given over to the broker or whatever the case is. Selling time in days that it takes to get sold is in the left-hand column, but they're in classes. These are classes of data. So the first class is from 0 to 10 days. 0 to 10 days. And the frequency that happens is 4 times. 4 times it took the houses that this real estate company is where they were selling. It took them from 0 to 10 days. Four houses were like that. So it's from 0 to 10. From 11 to 21, it was 4 again. From 22 to 32, it was 7. From 33 to 43, it was 3. And from 44 to 54, it was 1. Okay, so now there's a narrative going on over here. It's the Alex Now Explains, right? Let me cordon this off. So let me give you the English narrative that Alex will give us for a problem like this. Using the midpoint of each data class, these are classes. I'll tell you about the midpoint in pretty soon. Using midpoint of, I forgot the word of each data class. Okay, estimate the mean, meaning the average, selling time. Okay, so now that we got some more details what Alex wants, how Alex wants us to treat this for intermediate computations. Before you get to the final intermediate is before you get to the final answer. For intermediate computations, we're getting some instructions here. So use 4 or more decimal places. Use 4 or more decimal places. But the final answer, round to 1 decimal place. Round to 1 decimal place. Okay. So now, what's the calculation? Here comes the calculation. That was all that stuff. Here comes the calculation as follows. What is the midpoint between 0 and 10? It's going to be 5. You could have 0 days that it takes. That's possible. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 onto the left of 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There's 5 things on the left of it, and 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 are on the right of it. So 5 is smack in the middle. So you take 5, the midpoint, and you multiply times the frequency if we're looking for the mean. Add the next thing. What's the midpoint of this? It's going to smack in the middle is going to be 16. 16. 11 plus 5 is 16, and then 16 plus 5 is 21. So smack in the middle is going to be 16 times, and now what's the frequency? 4. Plus, smack in the middle of this is going to be 27. 22 plus 5 is 27. 0 plus 5 is 5. 11 plus 5 is 16. 22 plus 5 is 27, is smack in the middle. 27 times the frequency of 7 plus 38. 33 plus 5 is 38 times the frequency of 3 plus one more. 44 plus 5 is 49. That's smack in the middle of that data times 1 frequency. Divide that by all the data items. How many data items are there in total? Add up all the frequencies. 4 and 4 is 8. 8 and 7 is 15. 15 and 3 is 18. 18 and 1 is 19. Divide by 19. So I did the numbers over here. Let me pick this up so you can see it, of course. I did the numbers. Here's 20 plus, that's 5 times 4 is 20. 16 times 4 is 64. 27 times 7 is 189. Hopefully I didn't make any mistake. 38 times 3 is 114. It should be. And 49 times 1 is, of course, 49. All of that divided by 19. Now I got to move over to the left. Equals. If I added them up correctly, they're 436 divided by 19. And what do we want? We want round to 1 decimal place for our final answer. So is equal to, it should come out to be 22.9. If I made no mistake, obviously you get a calculator for this question and you use it accordingly. And well, I'm assuming that that is the correct answer. Okay, so there goes the alarm. The next one, problem number 10, needs a lot of space and it needs some time. So I'll have to do that on the next video. So let's end this video right here.